Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I actually managed to find some gold. It was up in that, right there. So that means we can begin our smelting processes, because you need gold to make anything, really. At least to start off, and my game is lag spiking really hard today. I don't know why. I can't remember how many millibuckets each ingot makes. I think maybe like 144, I think it is. But instead of doing that, we're actually going to melt these down since they're worthless. Pretty much. Yeah. Now we're going to be casting, making ourselves some ingot casts, as well as some other casts for different objects. And I'm going to turn up my music volume to drown out my computer fan. Ingot 17. Oh, release the shmoo. $15, so that took 2 ingots. Material cost 1. But that took 2. I'm a bit confused right now. Well, let's make ourselves a pickaxe. Recipe. It says 144 millibuckets. Oh, gold requires twice as much as the aluminum does. So 144 millibuckets is an ingot. Good to know. How to make Tinker's pickaxes, because I have forgotten. That's not a... Oh, great. I don't even remember anymore. I think I need a binding, though. Why you can use cactus to as a form for molten gold, I've got no idea. Doesn't make sense to me. Since we're using these things up in 2s, I'm going to put another one in there. Put the handguard, cast that. Now if I want to cast more stuff more quick, I got the tables on the sides. Give me that. You nugget. Wide guard, cast, and a shovel. Sweeto. And we have our smeltery house right here. So that's a pattern chest. Definitely not going to need multiple types of patterns, so I will throw out the excess ones. That's not a pattern, that is a part, you nugget. I'm probably not going to be going in here anytime soon, so I'll just vomit them over the counter. Here's your payment, asshole. Put those parts back in there. Patterns, keep these in there. That'll work because the thing is right there. This works out really, really well. I enjoy that. So later on I can cast stuff. But for now, until we actually get the some of the more advanced things up and running, I want to... Where's my house again? Because I keep forgetting. I need to actually move that new home marker to my house. Here it is. This is going to be home. At least temporarily until I get a house built. Probably going to build it like over here. Someplace close enough that I can be part of the village community, but maybe far enough that the test certificates aren't going to bother the living crap out of me. What is next? Oh, yes, refining the ores that we have. I do believe I turned all of my tin that I had into bronze for tools. No, not the Galacticraft map. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to repair parts of this village as well. But since you guys have already seen my process for that, I'm not gonna show it. You guys know the drill, pretty much. What I will need is bread. Or food of any sort. Doesn't have to be bread. Now we're gonna go spelunking. So we'll store that. Probably gonna want to make myself a second pickaxe. Don't I have torches? I thought I had torches. Apparently I don't have any torches. What the heck? What the if, yo? Okay, so I have my sword. Wow, they're just... Oh dear. Let's pray to God a zombie doesn't get in there, or they are all screwed. There's that hole I was aiming for to the north. Okay, maybe. No, there's some... Here it is. Yes, that's it. Yee. Okay. So we're just gonna mine... Friggin' dang it. Stop it. Please stop it with the lagging. You do this every episode, and your computer really upsets me when you do this to me. Where is that coming from? Which direction is that coming from? He appears to be retarded. And the funny thing about the dynamic lighting mod is Notch actually said it couldn't be done. So take that as you will, kids. Don't ever let anyone tell you can't do something. Unless it's murder. Or rape. Then don't do it. Just don't. Life advice from Driven by Diamond. Don't rape or murder people. Words to live by, really. Yellorite. So I know last time around I was going to be focusing on non-renewable energy sources, and this time not so much. I'm going to be focusing more on non-passive sources. So things like wind and solar, I'm not going to be using those, but I will use renewable sources like biofuel. In fact, if I remember an old trick to make an infinite biofuel supply. Maybe. If it still works. I haven't used it back since like 1. Wasn't 1.6. 1.3? Yeah, I think it was 1.3. Or was it 1.6? I don't know. It was years ago. Oh my god. This version of Minecraft, I keep forgetting that this version is 2 years old already. Just like, holy shit, I am old, man. I am freaking old. So it appears we have a ravine over there to the southwest with some lava in it. Padlocked. Sweet. Nothing like farthering my hat collection that I don't use whatsoever. Oh, this is awesome. So much iron. Tons of copper. Hopefully we find some parts of this that go a bit deeper. Ooh, dense iron ore. Sweet. Oh. I remember last time I wasn't finding any dense iron. New ore miner. Ooh, essence berries. Delicious. No, don't use that pickaxe yet. Use this one. So, osmium is good, bronze is good, iron is good. They're all good materials, really. Especially for tools. But we are gonna need redstone if we want to go up in the world. Or down, I guess. You know, like mining deeper. kind of a pun. I'll shut up now. I remember the first time I played with mods like this. It was back in the old Technic 1.1 pack, you know, the single player only, back before everything was multiplayer compatible. Yeah, if any of you guys remember that. Well, that was good times with the Millionaire mod and stuff. Oh, so much fun. But I remember I'd always go around and break the beehives because I didn't know what they were. I didn't know how the apiary mod worked. I thought that things were going to come out and try and kill me. Oh, and I had the Mo Creatures mod too. That was great. And then I had the musket from that one weapon mod. Oh, creeper. Good times. And there the Thaumcraft had the floating things that would zap you. I miss those times. And half the crafting recipes were missing from TMI. Today's kids got it easy. They've got it really easy. Back then, you wanted something good to go, open up Google and Google for it, and even then, half the time, it didn't exist. So you guys got it really easy today. Lucky bastards. This is great. So much iron. There's an Isaac in there. I want to steer clear of him. Because those Isaacs are nasty, nasty bastards. I don't know what they're from, if they're supposed to be a reference to a video game or something. I know there's a game called The Binding of Isaac. I'm not sure if there's anything to do with each other. Could be, maybe, possibly not. Who knows, really? So we haven't reached the silver yet. They're still mining tin. Oh, there we go, silver. And we found lead as well. Don't breathe this, kiddos. I don't know why my game is lag spiking so much in particular today. Usually it only lag spikes a little. Is the Isaac still there? Looks like he despawned, so I'm going to fuck off. Okay, we're out of the mine, and I am tossing all my stuff into the smeltery. Why can't I scroll down? Cause, oh, there we go. Drag. Oh, I can melt uranium. Hey, everyone, you're all gonna get cancer. That sound cool? Okay. Awesome. Thanks. They don't mind. Molten lead. Molten electrum. I accidentally created electrum. Great. And I accidentally created bronze. I gotta be careful. I'm just tossing everything into the furnace. So what is it? Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Molten uranium. Ah, delicious. The cool thing is you can put stuff to the bottom, and that's what will dictate what comes out. Pretty cool, right? I just have to be careful I don't accidentally use too much, because if it goes into the basin, I molten tin 40. If it goes in the basin and it just fills it up part way, then yeah, it gets wasted. Unless I melt down some more and pour it in. This meatloaf is really freaking good. So now we have 4 ingots of tin left. So I'm going to switch that to iron, of which we have 73 ingots. 72. And divide that by 9, because there's 9 in a block. That is 8 blocks. Took me a second there. Math never truly was my strong point. Place a couple torches down because can't really ever have too many torches. Cool thing is that this is a lot like the... Oh, great. All of my gold became electrum. Joy. Well, I was going to say this is a lot like the refining of... It does the same thing that... Words! Tinker's... No, not Tinker's. What's it? Thermal expansion does. It like doubles the ores and things like that. So what I'm going to do now is switch the tin to the bottom. Get that out of there. Sweet, now I can toss in the rest of my copper ore, which, without having to worry about accidentally creating more bronze. Green beans, mashed potatoes, and meatloaf. That's what's for dinner tonight, folks. You know, to actually save me some time, I'm gonna go grab a iron ingot, toss it in there. So I have 8 ingots in there now after these 2 pours, and yeah, it's just gonna be faster to toss another one in there instead of waiting to try and cast each one individually. So while that does that, we're going to cast ourselves some copper blocks. Wow, we got a lot of bronze, man. Got a lot of bronze. And ingots take a lot longer to melt than the raw ores do. No. Don't want to do that. All that crap out of there. Even if you're planning to ultimately store them as ingots, it's still faster to just cast them as blocks. It's kind of like Thanksgiving, except with meatloaf instead of turkey. And there's no cranberry sauce either. I could really go for some cranberry sauce right now. That would be pretty friggin' delicious. Poppity pop. The osmium again is gonna be another thing. It's gonna be 1 ingot away from being a block, but I don't have any spare osmium ingots. Actually, I'm about to. Why are those things so oversized? What the heck? That's probably going to take like forever to melt. Maybe it is faster to actually just pour them out. What is it? Molten osmium. So apparently the molten yellorium comes out as the molten uranium comes out as yeah. Whatever. Comes out as yellorium. Molten lead. $32 molten bronze. That we get to have the pleasure of ridding ourselves of. Sweeto. Pour another one, and then we'll be full on that. Tastes like creeper. Ba-da-da-ding. Good, get rid of the loss of the osmium, and then we can pour the rest as ingots. There we go. So everything all refined. Okay, now we got that done. We can make ourselves some nice, fresh as frig tools. I'm gonna be running out of room for stuff here real soon. Excuse me. But let's use osmium, because osmium is on point. I think that's what the kids say nowadays.